For us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. Beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about. there.
So we have 30 seconds
To tell you
why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
as a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
Welcome to the City Brew Hall in downtown Wahpeton, your food and entertainment destination. Located in the beautifully restored Old City Hall, it's the perfect place to gather with friends and family. Enjoy craft brews, signature cocktails, handmade pizza, and local favorites. Step into the Brewcade, fun for all ages. Play arcade games, interactive darts, and supercharged shuffleboard. Or try your luck with pull tabs, e-tabs, and blackjack across 2 exciting levels of gaming. Don't forget to join our 5 Stars loyalty program and follow us on social media for the latest specials, events, and live entertainment. The City Brew Hall, your food and entertainment destination.
Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Three Border Sports Network, Wahpeton High School, and tonight's high school volleyball action between the home team, Wahpeton Huskies, and the visiting Valley City Highliners. I want to welcome everyone to Three Border Sports Network and tonight's high school volleyball matchup. My name is Brian Watson. I'll be bringing you tonight's Region 1 action between the Huskies and the Highliners. Tonight is also senior night here at Husky Gymnasium. And before the game, Wahpeton took time out to recognize their seniors. Only 2 seniors on this team, Madeline Graves and Maddie Learcamp. Maddie will be wearing number 6 tonight. Maddie Graves will be wearing number 6 tonight, and Maddie Learcamp will be wearing number 8. And then they also recognized their senior manager in Marjorie Watson. So senior night tonight at the Husky Den. And it should be hopefully a good night of volleyball for these seniors on their last home game here at a Husky Gymnasium. I want to take this time to also welcome you to the pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. And we want to thank them for sponsoring our pregame show. This broadcast is also brought to you by Red River Communications. And we have our own channel 28 on Red River Communications. And we appreciate Red River Communications sponsoring this broadcast as well. This broadcast is not on Channel 28. Tonight on Channel 28, the Cowgirls are taking on Pelican Rapids, and Joe Schreiner and Yards will have that call. If you're interested in some more volleyball, you can check that out on our YouTube channel and also on Red River Communications, Channel 28, Three Border Sports Network. Well, tonight's matchup between the Highliners and the Huskies, teams on 2 different directions. As the Highliners come in, one of the top-ranked teams in the state in the last poll. They finished ranked 4th in the last poll, and they sit atop Region 1 with a record of 7-1 in the region. They're 14-6 overall. This is the second meeting between these 2 teams. They met earlier in the year on September 16th with Valley City winning that 3 sets to 0. Wahpeton comes in 0-8 in the region, 2-19 overall. They did pick up 2 wins in a tournament earlier this year. And they're sitting 7th in Region 1. The last game for Wahpeton, they were at the Carrington tournament on the 11th. They took on Turtle Mountain, which they tied with. And I think with the tiebreaker, they actually ended up dropping that one, but they did split sets with them. It's a 2-set tournament format, and they split with Turtle Mountain. Then they also took on Beulah, South Prairie, which is number 2 team in the state, and also took on Shiloh Christian, and they fell to those 3 teams 0-2, but playing some very good competition out there in Carrington. Last region game for the Huskies was at Lisbon. That was on October 9th, and they fell to Lisbon 0-3. For the Highliners, they come in at 7-1, like I said, in the region, 14-6 overall. And they sit atop Region 1 and 4th-ranked team in the state, as mentioned before, as well. And they also came off some tournament action. They played a 2-day tournament. They were up in Fargo at the Shields Invitational on October 10th and 11th. And they took on some pretty good competition, moving up a division, taking on Bismarck. They fell to Bismarck 0-2, getting that two-set format. And they took on Mandan, lost that one 2-1, had a tiebreaker in there. And then also Red River they took on and beat both Mandan and Red River 2-1. Then the next day they took on Aberdeen Central, which they dropped 0-2. And then Minot North, they also went 0-2 against Minot North. And also Oak Grove in that tournament. And Oak Grove took down the Highliners 0-2. So that's a big momentum boost for Oak Grove. Oak Grove got votes in the last poll, and being able to take on a top-rated team in a tournament and take them down 0-2, that should boost up some votes possibly for Oak Grove and make things interesting come tournament time. Last region action for Valley City was against Central Cass, and they took down Central Cass 3-0. So tonight we'll see if the Huskies can get things going, see if they can steal a set for these Highliners, and we'll see if the Highliners can keep rolling atop Region 1. And when we come back, we'll have more of our pregame show right here on Three Borders Sports Network. And we'll bring you tonight's high school action here from Husky Gymnasium right here in Wahpeton. We'll be back after this with more of our pregame show.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
What does primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at Wahpeton High School. Highliners and Huskies in North Dakota Region 1 Division A volleyball action tonight. Other games tonight, Kindred is taking on Oak Grove. That is at Oak Grove. That'll be an interesting matchup. As both Kindred and Oak Grove receiving votes in the last poll. Kindred was ranked in the top 5 and then dropped down, but they're still receiving votes. So that should be a good matchup tonight. Then you got Northern Cass versus Central Cass, Battle of the Casses, and that should be a good matchup as well. Along with our action here tonight. Lisbon has the night off, but along with our action here tonight with the Huskies and the Highliners. As far as what these two teams need to do and try and get out here with a win, Wahpeton again coming in here trying to find their first match win in region play, also their first set win in region play, and they just need to clean things up. There are times when they play some really good volleyball and need to limit those unforced errors and then work on that communication. There's times when there's a ball that'll just drop right in between a couple of players, and they just got to work that out, make sure they're in full communication with each other. And then the last thing, they just got to stay in attack mode. They've got to be able to take advantage of their offense when they get those opportunities, and see if you can get Valley back on their heels tonight. For the Highliners, they need to come in here and play smart. You know, there's a lot of times where, you know, you have an opponent that you feel like you're better than, or standing say one thing and your record says another thing. Well, you need to make sure that you come in here and play smart volleyball, and also that you don't have any letdowns during this match. You don't want to give a team like the Huskies any open opportunities, because now might be the time that they would take advantage of it. And then you want to make sure you have a full effort tonight from start to finish. So those are our keys to the game. And as we get ready for our starting lineups and our national anthem, about just under a minute to go here. Our starting lineups will be brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Your journey to wellness awaits you. Your journey begins here at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. And as the time winds down here, that'll be the end of our pregame show. Pregame show again brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the Precision Planting Sales and Service Center for the Southern Red River Valley. And as things wind down here of our pregame show, we're going to go down to the floor on this senior night. And our PA announcer, Mr. Chris DeVries, will take us through our national anthem and our starting lineup in just one moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention while Wahpeton student Marjorie Watson sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Husky Den at Wahpeton High School and tonight's contest between the Valley City Highliners and your Wahpeton Huskies. A goal of high school sports is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those goals that make this contest a positive educational experience. Please help our school be number one in sportsmanship. And now the lineup, starting with the visiting Valley City Highliners and the non-starters. A junior, number 2, Lainey Becklar. A senior, number 3, Dakota Potretz. A senior, number 7, Madison Fries. A junior, number 9, Ella Sather. And a junior, number 14, Tessa Anderson. And the Highliner starters. A junior, number 1, Morgan Larson. A senior, number 4, Katie Koka. A sophomore, number 5, Bryn Leek. A junior, number 10, Katie Burchell. A junior, number 11, Nora Peterson. A senior libero, number 12, Kinley Suffolcool. And a sophomore, number 13, Sky Nielsen. The Highliners are coached by Cynthia Clabo. And now for your Wahpeton Huskies. The non-starters. A junior, number 4, Kiana Nelson. A freshman, number 5, Carly Smith. A senior, number 8, Maddie Lehrkamp. A junior, number 11, Marley Mum. A sophomore, number 12, Cody Nelson. An 8th grader, number 13, Addie Parker. And a sophomore, number 14, Jolie Lisney. And your starters. A junior libero, number 1, Elise Scovalt. A sophomore, number 2, Maya James. A sophomore, number 3, Taylor Mauk. A senior, number 6, Madeline Graves. A junior, number 7, Marina Hermosillo. A freshman, number 9, Michaela Little. And a junior, number 10, Cambry Mauk. The Huskies are coached by Mika James. The officials for tonight's contest are Roy King and Kaylee Tomlinson. They have been chosen for their expertise and are registered with the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
There you have it, our PA announcer, Mr. Chris DeVries, with our Hornstein Family Chiropractic starting lineup. Your journey to wellness awaits you. Your journey begins here at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and we thank Dr. Andrew for sponsoring our starting lineup. Up next, we'll have our first serve. First serve is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short line farm and equipment dealer since 1985, located in beautiful, scenic downtown Tyler, North Dakota. So we'll get ready for some Region 1 volleyball action, as the Highliners will go with Larson, Coca, Leak, Burchill, Peterson, Suffolcool, and Nielsen. Suffolcool will be the libero, and the Huskies will go with Scovalt, James, Taylor Mauk, Madeline Graves getting the start here on senior night, Marina Hermosillo, Michaela Little, and Cambry Mauk, the law firm of Mauk and Mauk on the floor tonight. You'll see that a lot. And they'll get everything ready to go here as the Huskies have earned the first serve. Our Tyler Farm Supply first serve, and Cambry Mauk will serve it up. The ball is up, and this match is underway. Mauk to Hermosillo in the middle there and just off the mark. And those are the kind of attempts that the Huskies really have to take advantage of. Had a nice opportunity there and not able to execute. So Suffolcool will go back to serve for the Highliners. Handled by Scovalt, back set for Hermosillo. That time she is able to put it over. And then right in the middle, a tap and tap back by Hermosillo, and the Highlighters can't handle it as Nora Peterson tapped that one over. And Hermosillo right there. So good defense to start here early for the Huskies. And Hermosillo will go back to serve, and that one is over. And the Highlanders are able to handle it. They go outside for Coca, Katie Coca, and then a nice dig in the back row by Hermosillo. Nielsen, and then they'll set Coca again in the middle, and that one goes into the net. And the Huskies lead 2-1 here early in set number 1. Huskies, a team that need to limit those unforced errors. They've struggled a little bit behind the service line, and there's one that floats long. And those are the things that they need to try and limit, as that ties things up at 2. And that'll send back Bryn Leak to serve for the Highliners. Leak puts it in play, bumped out by James, and Mauk will set for Little. And that one tipped at the net, and no help behind. That was tipped at the net by Madison Freeze, and there was no help behind, and that one falls to the floor, and that's another point for the Huskies. And Madeline Graves will go back to serve here on senior night. And that one kind of went wide, but the Highlanders handle it to go back outside for Coca. That one blocked at the net by Little, and that one will go wide. And that'll be a point for the Highlanders. Highlanders actively setting Katie Coca on the outside here early. And she's had a couple of good swings and able to put points on the board with that last one. And that'll send Coca back to serve. And the jump serve is over. Scoval bumps it out. Malk will set now. And for Little in the middle. And Little in the middle does the job. Michaela Little, the freshman for the Huskies, has done a great job so far this season with another score there. James back to serve. That one pushed to the back row, and a good heads-up play there by Peterson. And that'll end in a score for the Highliners. Suffolk will go out, and back to serve will be Peterson. Bumped by James, that one goes over the net, and Little able to fall down and handle that one. And now Sky Nielsen sends it over, and that's dug out by Scoval. That set off the mark as Cambry Mock was trying to get there, and it was way in front of her and ended up into the net. So 5 serving 4 as Peterson off the side of her hand, that one into the net, and that'll give a point to the Huskies, and the Huskies will take as many of those as they can. Suffolk will come back in for the Highliners, and Peterson will exit. And Scoval to serve. Suffolk able to bump it out, and Malk right there. That's Cambry this time. And plenty of action at the net so far in this one. Elise Scoval serving for the Huskies. Coca able to bump it out. Katie Burchill will send it over. Malk outside for Malk, trying to get the hole in the middle, and Highlanders handle it from the back row, Katie Coca, and that does the job. So again, the Highlanders very actively setting Katie Coca everywhere on the floor. Had her on the outside here early now from the back row, and she's able to get the job done. And now in to serve for the Highlanders is Morgan Larson. Bumped out by James. Malk over on the second, and Suffolk handles it. They go outside for Nielsen with a little tap. There's help behind from Maddie Learcamp. And that one tapped over by Malk. And over on the second, and they find the hole behind the line. And the Highliners are up now 7-6. A tight one here early for Wahpeton High School as the Highliners and the Huskies go at it in Region 1 volleyball action. Free ball for the Highliners. Back set for Burchill, and a nice block at the net by Hermosillo. Tapped over and out as Sky Nielsen tried to find the line on the far side, and that one goes wide. A nice block at the net on Burchill's attempt. And good defense here early for the Huskies. Taylor Malk will go back to serve. Maddie Graves back in, Maddie Learcamp out. And they go to Nielsen again on the outside. That's going to go long. And the Huskies hanging tight here early as they have a 1-point lead here in set number 1. And Taylor Malk to serve again. That one's going to go long. Those are the points. They're giving away 2 here to the Highliners. You have to be able to keep those runs going. And Sky Nielsen will go back to serve. Bumped out by James. That goes wide into the bench, and the Huskies can't handle it. Serve, receive, an issue most of the season here for the Huskies, and they're going to need to try and work that out. They've been well here early, and that one goes wide. Sky Nielsen waiting for Roy King to give the signal, and he does. And there's a serve. James will bump it out again. Malk will set. Had to try and get it back. The bump was too far ahead, and she should have probably went over with that one. Instead, tried to bring it back, got called for the lift, and now the Highliners with a 2-point lead here on the Huskies. Huskies need a side out here to get things going. Bumped out by Malk. over to Malk, and then Graves with a little action of her own, and that one goes over, and then they get a free one back. Actually, that one goes out. So another point for the Huskies, and Maddie Graves getting in the scorebook here on senior night. Cambry Mount, Coca tries to bump that out, and then they have a jump ball tie-up at the net, and that one came back down on the Husky side and then goes under. Hermosillo had tied that ball up, and then it came back down and went under. And Suffolk back to serve again. Malk able to bump it out of there, and then over on the second from Taylor, and Hermosillo again with action at the net. And the Huskies will send this one over free. Leak outside to Coca again. That's been a popular option tonight, and that one went into the rafters, and when it gets up there, it starts to bounce around. You never know where it's going to come down, and that one comes down in the wrong part of the court. And the Huskies trying to hang here, down 9-12. And that one into the net. The Huskies will take that. They'll stay within 2 here in this first set. Makeda Little will come back in. As Skovall goes out, Hermosillo will now go back to serve for the Huskies. The lefty. Coca able to bump it out. Leak outside to Coca again. And again, that's a popular option, but that one doesn't make it over the net. She's not all the way on top of that ball. And Hermosillo again, trying to keep things going for the Huskies. Bumped out by Coca. And that one goes over free. James will take care of that one. Graves again, that one tipped at the tape. And that's going to fall on the side of the Highliners. And here early in set number 1, the Huskies hanging with number 4 ranked Valley City Highliners. Peterson, and that one goes long. Huskies with the lead now, 13-12. Hermosillo will continue to serve. Lefty again. Suffolk handles it. Coca, free ball for the Huskies. Need to take advantage of these. They'll go back over to James. And Huskies asking for a net violation, and Coca making that one a no-doubter. And Katie Coca with a couple opportunities here early in set number 1, and that one was for sure. And back to serve for the Highliners will be Bryn Leak. James will bump it out, set there for Little. Little tapped it, didn't really get all of it. And the Huskies are going to get a free one here. Malk in the middle, not really a good set there, but that one's going to get tapped over by James, and that's going to go out the back, off the hands of the Highliners. And the Huskies with a little momentum here in set number 1 as they lead 14-13. Maddie Graves back to serve. A little back and forth here in set number 1. That one, Nielsen will handle it, go outside for Coca again, and Coca, a nice dig by Cambry Malk. There was some heat on that one. Coca again, this time she'll tap it. And the Huskies keep it in play from the back row as Malkin just off the side of her hand took her eye off of it after a great dig to keep that ball in play. Katie Coca showing some power here. And the aforementioned Katie Coca will go back to serve. And there's that communication that we talked about in the pregame show. That one right in the middle of Skovall and Learcamp. And no one called for it. And that one falls to the floor. And a point for the Highliners as they take the lead here. This will be 15 serving 14. Skovall. Little. Dug out by Coca. A back set there for Madison Freeze. And that'll end up in a kill for Freeze. And Coca will go back to serve. Highliners with a 2-point lead here. Huskies hanging around. Skovall able to get that in the air, and the Huskies send it over. They go outside for Nielsen. That's going to be a tap and dug out by Skovall. James, and that one tried to make its way over the tape and then just kind of spun at the top and came back on the Husky side. And we're going to get a timeout here in set number 1. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. And we'll be back in 30 seconds right here with more high school volleyball action on Three Borders Sports Network.
Freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School. Set number 1 action between the Huskies and the Highliners after that timeout. And timeout works for the Huskies as they come out and score, get their side out, and now trail by 2 here in the first set, 15-17. Coca handles that one. A little quick back set there for Peterson, and the Huskies deal with it and going to have to end up sending it over free. Coca, Leak now, back set again for Peterson, a running attack, and the Huskies handle it, and they're going to get an attempt of their own, and that one dug out by Nielsen. Coca from the back row, and that one's going to go long. Huskies doing a good job of keeping the ball in play. The longer you can keep that thing in the air, you give the other team the opportunity to make a mistake, and they do there. And Nielsen, Leak back to Nielsen, and that one's going to go long as well. No tip at the net. And just like that, it is 17-17 here in set number 1. James. Suffolk had a tough time with that one. Coco will bump it over free. Mauk outside to Mauk. And Cambry in the middle, right. That ball was placed perfectly in between defenders, and Cambry Mauk with the kill on the outside, and we might have a timeout here, and we do. The Huskies playing some good volleyball here early, ahead 18-17. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more high school volleyball action right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. North Dakota High School volleyball tonight on the channel. Got Minnesota High School volleyball on our other YouTube channel and also on Red River Communications Channel 28. Cowgirls taking on Pelican Rapids. Joe Schreiner and Yards, Camden Yards over there, bringing you that action. So here we are again. Huskies with the serve. They send over a free one for the Highliners, and then they send it over on the second. Luke just tapped it over. And now Mauk will send over the free one. Free for free. Leak went outside for Nielsen, and that one, she does a good job. Sky Nielsen, a little tap just in front of the defenders. Defenders too far away from the net there. And Sky Nielsen doing a good job of recognizing that. Suffolk will exit, and Katie Burchill will come back in. And Peterson serves that one into the net. And now Huskies lead by 1. Hermosillo is going to come back in, and Little will go out for the Huskies. Leak. Real quick set for Burchill. Huskies handle it. Mauk, and that one's going to go long. Had a nice opportunity, a good swing at it, and that one just went long. So back in here for the Highliners, Morgan Larson. Madison Freeze will exit, and Larson will come in to serve. Maddie Learkamp handling that one. Hermosillo trying to send it over free, and Katie Burchill said, hey, wait a second. Let me put that one back, 2 hands. And Katie Burchill showing off some of those basketball skills, one of the top players in the state of North Dakota in Division A. And that one into the net. And the Highliners with some unforced errors that are helping out the Huskies here, as we're tied at 20-20 here in set number 1. Senior night for the Huskies. Taylor Malk with the serve, a little soft serve there, and that one goes over Katie Birchill. Sky Nielsen, that's a basketball duo working there, as Nielsen to Birchill, and Birchill just puts that one down for the kill. And that's going to send Nielsen back to serve. Malk will bump it, that's Cambry. And Hermosillo in the middle, and there is Birchill again, announcing her presence with authority as she sends that one back on the Husky side. So the defense of the Highliners picking up a bit here late in set number 1, right when they need it. And they'll get a chance to attack here again. Birchill again, and she finds the open floor. That's another kill for Birchill. And that's 3 in a row. And the Highliners take a 3-point lead here late in set number 1. And just shades away from trying to take set number 1 here. The Huskies desperately need a side out here. James, Malk, they'll get an opportunity here with Hermosillo, a tap, but there's help behind from Suffolk. Coca, and she taps it, and Hermosillo able to save it. Malk will push it over, and Nielsen handles it, and now the Huskies will get a free one here. They'll have to do something with this one. That one had a bad bounce off the dig. Nielsen did a good job. Highliners did a good job of sending that one over, a little line drive, and the Huskies had a hard time handling it. And now they'll have to be perfect here the rest of the way as the Huskies take a timeout. We'll keep it here on this timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. They're located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. So this might be a surprise to a lot of people here at set number 1. The Huskies hanging in here. They've been hanging around a lot here in set number 1, and the Highliners have been able to pull away here. They're ahead by 4, have set point. And the Huskies desperately need to stop this run here. Like I said, they'll need to be perfect here the rest of the way, or else the Highliners get away with set number 1. So Sky Nielsen serving set point. Huskies bump it out. They send it over on the second. Didn't get an opportunity to attack here with set point. Back to Coca, and she's been successful, and she will end set number 1 as the Highliners will take it 25-20 here in the first set. And the Huskies did a good job of hanging around, but just couldn't get the job done as Katie Birchill came to life with 3 straight kills to stretch out that lead, and the Huskies just not able to bounce back. But a good effort here in set number 1, and we'll see how things go here in set number 2 as we'll take a set break. Our set break is brought to you by OSPTI. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2 right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Well, an exciting set number 1 for the Husky fans as the Lady Huskies tried to steal one from the top-ranked Highliners. And the Highliners found their groove there late in that set, and they take set number 1, 25-20. This set break is brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls and in Breckenridge. So we'll have to see if the Huskies can keep things going here in set number 2 and see if they can kind of keep that momentum going a little bit longer. And while we're waiting, we might as well put up our Studio 22 design shout-out line. Women's boutique clothing, gifts, and custom shirts are open late on Wednesday nights till 8 p.m. You can shoot me a text, and I will give you a shout-out right here on the air on our Studio 22 design shout-out line. Doesn't matter if you're cheering for the Huskies or the Highliners. We'd like to know who's watching the program tonight and who you're cheering for. And if you give me a text at 701-428-2415, I'll give you a shout-out right here on the air. So as they get things ready and get the rotations set here for set number 2, we'll see if these old EDC foes can put on another good show here in set number 2. Both of these teams were in the upper class a few years ago. A few years ago basketball-wise, and then this year, the first year for 3 divisions in volleyball. And these two teams meet here in Region 1, a very tough Region 1. You've got Valley City, who's ranked number 4. And then you have Kindred, who's been ranked in the top 5. They are also receiving votes. You have Oak Grove, who's receiving votes. Central Cass, a very good volleyball team, and they've been receiving votes. And Northern Cass, former Class B'er, and they have been a perennial powerhouse in volleyball in the state. So Region 1 loaded here as we start set number 2. And the Highliners are going to get a free one here. Suffolk Leak will set Coca right in the middle, and she is a problem as she is starting to heat up right now, Katie Coca. They are looking for her early and often. And she gets things started right away for the Highliners in set number 2. And Sky Nielsen back to serve. And Nielsen almost with the ace there. Highliners will get it. Suffolk will hand it. Leak again. Going outside for Coca. That one tipped at the net and no help behind. And Katie Coca with 2 kills here early in set number 2. Nielsen again. Scoval will bump that one out. Set for Hermosillo. Didn't really get all of that one. Coca again. And Coca is a problem here. Oh, Huskies handle it, get that over. That one bumped over. That one called that one dug out there by James. And Hermosillo sent it over. Back row free. And Katie Coca with the block and a kill. Sorry, that was Burchill with the block and the kill. I've been so used to saying Coca's name that it's kind of odd when she's not up there. So Sky Nielsen now, and that one off the hands of Scoval. And the Highliners are picking up right where they left off in set number 1. They started to heat up at the end of set number 1, and now it's coming out on fire here with 4 straight. And Sky Nielsen behind the service line. Bumped out by Malk, and the Huskies will have to send it over free again, and that's going to be a set by Leak. Back set for Burchill and tipped at the net, and the Huskies handle it. Burchill back over again, and then James will send it over. Leak will set, go outside for Coca again, and that one dug out by James. And then Burchill at the net, and the Huskies still playing here. A nice rally there. Here comes Coca with a little tap, change of pace for her this time. Scoval and Cambry Malk on the outside, and the defense of the Highliners working with Burchill again. And that one out the back corner, and a nice volley there. Some good defense at the net by the Highliners. A couple of good digs by the Huskies, as Maya James had a nice one there to keep that ball in the air, and the Huskies come up on the short end. Sky Nielsen will continue to serve. Huskies looking for a side out here in set number 2. They trail 6-0. They got to be careful here not to fall too far behind. And the Highliners finding their groove here. Nielsen, Scoval, Malk trying to back set for Malk. And that one right in the hands of Burchill. And Burchill just too tall to try and go over. And right now, the Highliners rolling here, out 7-0. And Graves trying to send it to the floor, and that one goes long, and I think we're going to get a timeout. And the Huskies will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more high school volleyball action right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School, Three Borders Sports Network. I got a couple of shout outs on our Studio 22 Designs shout out lines. Got some Highliner fans watching, cheering on the Highliners, Ava, Cassidy, Danica, and Steph. We appreciate them tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. And Matt Doctor watching the Lady Huskies on Three Borders Sports Network. So we appreciate you guys checking in on the Studio 22 Designs shout out line. So out of the timeout, the Huskies trying to get things going with Hermosillo there in the front row. Here comes Coca again. Look out. And Katie Coca just all about business right now. So 9 serving 0. And the Huskies need a side out. And Sky Nielsen still rolling behind this service line. Scoville with the bump. Mao trying to set Graves there with a little tap over. Now it's going to be Leak over on the set. And that one into the hole. And Leak starts the campfire. And the Highliners continue to roll here. And the Huskies need to stop this run. Nielsen again. Malk over on the second. Nielsen handles that. Leak will quick set for Birchill. And that one off the hands of Taylor Malk. And Katie Birchill with an easy quick set right there. And that keeps a roll going for the Highliners. Highliners looking more like that number 4 ranked team in the state right now after a slow start in set number 1. Malk, Suffolk hands it now. Leak going outside for Coca again, and now Coca finding the groove. Suffolk not able to handle that one. And Leak and Coca are rolling right now. Leak just putting it right there on the money, and Coca able to put it away. That one back over to the Highliner side, and Coca will two-hand jam that one right down back on the Husky side, and Huskies just need to find a way to get on the board now. Nielsen trying to keep things going. She doesn't want to give one away. There's Hermosillo, and Scuffle with a nice dig, and Coca now will tap over, and Malk trying to handle it. And James will save it and keep that ball in play, and look at that, and you just have to keep the ball in play. And my James able to one-hand that one over, and that finds a hole in the back of the court, and the Huskies break the run, and now 1 serving 13 as Cambry Malk will serve. Suffolk will bump it out. Back set for Birchill again, and the Highliners get back to rolling as Katie Birchill will put that one down the line for the kill. And Birchill will go out, and Dakota Potratz will come in to the front row for the Highliners, and Suffolk is going to go back to serve. And the Highliners have everything going here in set number 2, and right away Dakota Potratz coming in and getting a kill, a little two-hand look away, and puts that one in the open area. And Suffolk with the unforced error. That one will go long, and that'll bring Michaela Little back in for the Huskies. Hermosillo will go back to serve. Potratz will stay in the front row for the Highliners. Coca And now in the middle there for Potratz, and just a little behind that one, and Potratz sends that one long. They'll put 3 on the board now for the Huskies. And this will be 3 serving 15. Huskies don't have to worry about the score, just have to keep playing. Put as many on the board as you can. Coca with the tap. And Highlanders will get another free one here as that one almost hit the center divider. Coca again from Leak, put it away. And I'm not keeping stats here, but I can tell you that Katie Coca has a bunch of kills tonight, and she is doing work. And Leak is putting it right on the money. Can't have one without the other, that's for sure. So the combo doing a good job. That went off the hands of Cambry Mount. And the Huskies are going to have to find a way just to string some points together here. Skovall handles that one. Huskies have a little, Highlanders have a little trouble with that one. As Freeze puts it over. And Cambry Mount trying to give a swing from the back row. That one will go long. And another one on the board for the Highlanders. And this set number 2 rolling by pretty fast. Had a really good, entertaining set number 1. And Highlanders have taken off fast here in set number 2. Michaela Little, and that one just wide. A good opportunity for Little to put that one away, and that one just outside the line. And Bryn Leak will continue to serve, and we're going to get a timeout here by the Huskies. That'll give me a chance here to thank some of our sponsors. Our pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage, as we mentioned, as well as our starting lines being brought to you by Hortstein Family Chiropractic. And our first serve is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply. And our set breaks are brought to you by OSPTI. And our scoreboard, as usual, is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. Kyle DeVries, our first sponsor ever on Three Border Sports Network, and he is still our scoreboard sponsor. We appreciate all that he does for us. And then our shout-out line that we talked about, our Studio 22 design shout-out line. That's 701-428-2415. Send me a text and I will give you a shout-out. Let me know who you're cheering for, whether it's the Highlanders or the Huskies. We'd like to know who's tuning in here on Three Border Sports Network. And that's our Studio 22 Designs shout-out line. Shoot me a text, 701-428-2415. And we're back to action here out of the timeout. And that one's going to go to the back row there. Nielsen will handle it. And now a back set for the Highlanders there. It was Freeze on the back set, and the Huskies can't handle it. And Bryn Leak going to go back to serve again. She's been on a roll. Nielsen was back there for a long time. They're going to go for Graves here. Graves, that one was tipped at the net. Highlanders have to play it. And Freeze again, a little bit off balance, and that one goes into the net. And we're going to get a substitution here for the Highlanders as Nielsen will go out, and number 9, Ella Sather will come in. Sather will come into the back row, and Maddie Graves will go back to serve for the Huskies. That one handled by Coca. Leak going to go outside for Coca again. A good running start. Had blockers at the net, but that one gets through. Had Little and Mount there, and that one breaks through. Huskies get a substitution. Maddie for Maddie. Graves for Learcamp. And Coca's going to go back to serve. Katie Coca's had quite the night here at the net, and now trying to get it going from behind the service line. Mauk, Little, and there's a good attack for the Huskies. When they're able to execute, they get a good swing there, and Michaela Little with the kill. And just good to see the Huskies execute there. Not saying it can't be done, but probably not going to get away here in set number 2. You've got to still try and put some good things together so you could take those into set number 3. And that one goes into the net as Sather, who's just come in, sends that one into the net. Now the Huskies trying to put some points on the board and get some positive things going. 6 serving 21. Maya James to serve. Suffolk will handle that one. That will go right at the net. And Cambry Malk, with a little frustration there, had a good swing at it as it came right back to her. She's not happy with herself because it wasn't a clean hit. It got caught up on the tape. Still a score. You'll take it. But she wanted perfection there. Suffolk, that went off her hands. And now the Huskies putting together a couple points in a row here, as the Highliners have a little trouble there with the serve receive. Maya James will continue to serve here, 8 serving 21. Highliners handle it. Back set for Potratz, a one-handed dig by Skovall, and the Highliners get a free one. And that one for Potratz again, and now again Potratz, the lefty, trying to put it away, and this one going to be free. The Highlighters do a great job of keeping that ball in the air. Malk on the outside, just a little tap. And I think we got a violation, and we did. Got a little net violation there, too far forward by the Highliners, and the Huskies now 9, serving 21. James again. Sather with that one. Now Potratz again, the lefty, and that one blocked at the net by Malk and Little. Good defense by the Huskies. Huskies got to take advantage of these opportunities when they get them. There's Malk, and that one goes long. Just got to take advantage of those. Good defense at the net. You get it back on your side, get an opportunity with a good set on the outside, and just not able to execute. And now Potratz is going to go back to serve. And now into the match for the Highliners, number 14, Tessa Anderson, a junior. And Potratz, the lefty, with something wicked on that one. And Potratz with the ace right away. 23 serving 9. Dakota Potratz, another good basketball player for the Highliners. In case you didn't know, they did win the state championship last year. Put together a great season, and the Huskies get another point on the board. So a lot of pieces of that championship basketball team on the floor here for the Highliners in their volleyball uniforms. And putting together a really good set number 2 here. The Huskies trying to make a little comeback here, as is now 10 serving 23, and that one's going to fall on the Highliners side, and that'll give 11 for the Huskies. And the Huskies saying not so fast here. We're going to hang around as long as we can. Skovall. Freeze again. And now Malk. And that's going to be a free one. Suffolk will handle that one, and then it's going to go outside for Sather. And somehow that ends up on the Highliner side. Sather with the one-hand swing, and she gets credit for the kill. So Ella Sather, the junior, coming in and scoring. As Freeze is going to go out here, and Morgan Larson's going to come back in. And doing the setting now for the Highliners is number 2, Lainey Bacalar. I hope I said that right. So Bacalar here with the set. And that was for Anderson. And so Tessa Anderson comes in and finishes things off. And that's set number 2. The Highliners will take that one 25-11. And I think halfway through that, you thought maybe it was just going to be a real walk away, even though they did win it by a large margin. But it was nice to see the Huskies come back and stay in that one and still put points on the board. So we'll take a set break here. Again, this set break is brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. We'll be back with more Region 1 high school volleyball action right here on Three Borders Network in just a moment.
Be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, Wahpeton High School, Region 1 volleyball action. And we've got quite a few people tuning in on our Studio 22 Designs shout-out line. Studio 22 Designs, women's boutique clothing, gifts, and custom shirts. They're open late on Wednesday nights till 8 p.m. And we have Mary Lee Nielsen, a proud grandma of Sky Nielsen, and she wanted to let me know that Sky is not only a basketball state champion, but she is also a tennis champion as well. So very multi-talented Sky Nielsen. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate her grandma tuning in. And watching the Highliners this evening are Dee, Cassandra, Michael, and Raphael. They say go Highliners. And we also have listening on the way home from Bismarck, and Becky DeVries wanted to say thank you to the seniors, and we appreciate you recognizing the seniors, Becky. We really do. Thank you for tuning in. And then also, Kathy Burchill is tuning in, cheering on the Highliners. And we appreciate you tuning in, Kathy, and thank you very much. So here to start out set number 3. The Highliners get on the board first, and the Huskies will have to not let the Highliners go on these long runs that they did there in that second set, and see if they can get back to what they did well in set number 1 and keep this thing interesting. As Cambry Malk able to bump that one out, and Maddie Graves, the senior on senior night, getting the kill. How about that? Maddie Graves back on the court and doing some positive things, and good to see the senior out there getting things done. So Hermosillo will come in and serve. The lefty, that one's bumped out by Coca. They're going to go right back to Coca like they have all night long. And Little right there at the net, a good block, but just a little bit too far away, and a lot of power there by Coca. We've seen that all night long. And she gets credit for another kill. And Leak is going to go back to serve. And Freeze comes back in for the Highliners as well. Bumped out by James. And Graves trying to send that one over, kind of running away. That's set way outside the sideline. And another unforced error for the Huskies. And this will be 3 serving 1 as Bryn Leak continues to serve for the Highliners. Free ball there. Suffolcool, and this one back to Freeze. And dug out by Scoval. James gave that one a little extra help. You had a little late call. And the Highliners are called for the lift. And Maddie Graves will go back to serve. Suffolcool. Leak will run over and set that one for Coca, and Coca will put that one away. And Leak, the combination of Leak and Coca has been really good tonight. I mean, you can have girls that can put it away on the outside, but they have to have a good set, and Leak is doing a good job of putting it on the money. That one falls on the Husky side. Sky Nielsen will get credit for that one as a little tap at the net. And Huskies, this is that area where they have to kind of stay with it here. See if you can get a side out, get another point on your side, and keep pace. And that one's going to go off the side of the arms of the Huskies. And serve receive, been a bit of an issue for the Huskies all season. Coca again. Scoval will bump that one out, and the ball will stay in the air, and James will have to send it over free. Coca will dig it out. Quick set for Potratz. So you just kind of backhand that one over. Not the perfect set. You're a little off balance, kind of expected that ball in a different place, and able to just backhand that one over. So now Highliners starting to stretch things out here. This is where they need to get that stop, and they do. The Highliners will give it right back to them as Katie Coca with one of the few errors that she's had tonight. She's had a good night here so far all around. James will go back to serve for the Huskies. Suffolk will bump it out. Leak will set it. Back set for Potratz, and the lefty puts it away. Dakota Potratz getting on the board. And Potratz will go back to serve. Suffolk will go out. Looks like Birchill came back in. And the lefty will put it in play. A little tap at the net. That was by Malkin. Birchill just been a problem at the front of the net there. I mean, she's just a force up there and has done a good job of discouraging anything that has come her way. And Freeze able to send that one over. And trying to send it over free was Little. And Highliner fans getting some support here. Watching our Highliners, love all of our players and awesome student section, Danica, Ava, Cassidy, and Steph. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it right here on Three Border Sports Network. There's Birchill again, just using those long arms of destruction to send it back on the Husky side. Birchill again. I think I think she thought she had the block and the recovery there, and I think they called her for a double. So she's done that a couple times, and it's been good. But Roy King going to explain it to Coca, and now Coca going to go over and talk to Coach Claybo. And now she's going to come back. And now he's going to send her away. We're going to play here. So Roy King trying to keep things moving here. And we're at set number 3, and the Highliners lead 10-4. Freeze on the outside, and a good dig by Scoville. Leak will set again. This time a back row for Katie Coca again. And then Birchill with the tap. Huskies do a good job on defense, but you just can't get it past Katie Birchill. Birchill with those long arms, able to reach up there and send that one back. Coca from the back row. Huskies do a good job of digging it out. And now Freeze is going to go out, and this is Morgan Larson in the serve for the Highliners. That one into the net. And the Highliners got it going here. They lead 12-4. One thanks to our other sponsors here tonight, Giant Seeds and Snacks. They sponsor our Coaches Show. We'll have our Coaches Show tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on Three Border Sports Network. That'll be on Red River Communications. Good chance to talk to all the coaches here on both sides of the river, from Wahpeton and Breckenridge. Hopefully we'll see Coach James down there. We talk about tonight's action and what's left for the rest of the season for them. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. We appreciate them for sponsoring all of our timeouts. I want to thank Essentia Health, Smith Motors, Wahpeton Daily News, Channel Seeds, and Matt Bone. Our newest sponsor, Comfy Vibes Co. They have custom clothing that they can design for you. Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products, All Seasons Car Wash, Country Financial, and Casey Formanak, Red River Grain, the City Brew Hall and Brewcade. Stop down there and visit the Brewcade as we get back to action here. You know, we have an issue here, and that's going to be, I think a service there. I think her foot was on the line. That was Larson, and Roy King stopped her. And foot on the line, and now the Huskies will be 5 serving 12 here. Nielsen will handle that in the front row. They go back to Birchill, and Hermosillo sends it back over, and that one goes out. So Hermosillo returning the favor of Birchill, and that one goes out. And Taylor Malk will serve, and that one is on the line. That was perfect, and a great serve and an ace there by Taylor Malk. And the Huskies trying to creep back in this one, make it interesting. Did a good job in set number 1. Just ran out of gas at the end of that thing. Coco with a nice diving bomb. This one's going to go back to Nielsen, and again at the net, Hermosillo, and Graves also there. Scoville. That's going to be in the middle for Hermosillo, and the lefty, that time she got past Birchill. Birchill was right there, and she was able to put it past her. One of the few times that
been able to get by her. And a good job there by Marina to get the kill, and that one off the side of Suffolk. This one's a problem, and Highliner's able to get it over. And Hermosillo sent it back, and somehow that ended back on the Highliner side. Nielsen, James, going to actually get a set out of this, and Malkus has to bump it over. Leak for Nielsen, and dug out that one into the ceiling, and too much power on that one from Sky Nielsen. Skovall doing a good job of getting underneath that one, but it just went right back to the ceiling. And that went up 100 miles an hour and came down a little bit faster. And we'll keep going here with Nielsen behind the service line. Highliner's up 13-8. Hermosillo, and there's Birchill. And then Birchill was kind of backing up, waiting for that one to come with a little bit of power. And Hermosillo came with the changeup, and that one was trouble for Birchill, which hasn't been often here tonight, but that'll end up another point for the Highliners, for the Huskies. Suffolk has a problem handling that one and put that one on the board for Cambry Mount. Huskies trail 10-13 in set number 3. Highliners lead 2-0, and that one into the net. And an untimely error for the Huskies. And Suffolk will go back to serve. And the Huskies trying to handle that one, and I think we had a lift there, and we do. As Cambry Mount had trouble handling that one. Leak again. This is Coca in the middle. Look out. Skovall able to get a dig, and that one came back, and the Huskies almost kept that ball. They almost kept that thing in play. Graves was able to send that back after the dig by Skovall. And Katie Coca putting a lot of power on this thing. And when they come off the hands of Skovall, they come off fast. Coca. Leak again. This one for the back row for Larson. And that'll be a kill from the back row for Morgan Larson. Nice diving save there by Skovall, and that'll be another score for the Highliners. We do have other high school volleyball action on our channel tonight. After you're done with this one, it looks like the Cowgirls and Pelican Rapid Vikings, they aren't underway yet. They're just getting things started over there on that side of the river. So if you're hungry for some more volleyball action, you can stay tuned to Three Borders Sports Network after this and check out the Cowgirls and the Vikings. Cowgirls on a good run this season. So 18-11 here, set number 3. James sending that one over, and that one's going to bounce around. Potrach with a nice save, and Coco with the help from behind. Graves here now with the swing in it. That one's going to go long, and a nice effort there by Dakota Potrach working with Katie Coca. So now 19 serving 11. This will be Bryn Leak back to serve. Leak's had a nice night setting for the Highliners. Coca again, that one down the line, and that one good. And just more of the same. And Katie Coca just doing damage out there. And the Highliners well on their way here to a potential match win here as they lead 20-11 here in set number 3. That one pushed to the back by Freeze, and that one too far. another one for the Highliners as we are 21-12 here now. Coca back to serve. And the Huskies having trouble with that serve receive again. I think we're going to get a timeout here, and we are going to get a timeout. And this timeout will be brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton, Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. And also tuning in on our Studio 22 Design shout-out line saying go Highliners from Amber A., Greg, Rudy, and Jeremy. They're watching the Highliners and cheering them on, and we appreciate them tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. And we really appreciate them checking in on the Studio 22 Designs shout-out line. More of our sponsors, Gripper Sports, located in downtown Wahpeton, except down in St. Tyler and Wayne. They have all the area's high school sports apparel, and they can also make custom apparel for you as well. All Seasons Car Wash, Country Financial, Red River Communications, Channel 28. We have our own cable channel where you can catch most of our action live. And tonight we have the Cowgirls and the Vikings on Channel 28. As that one falls to the floor, 23 now, serving 12. As Coca's going to go back to serve and try and finish this thing off, needing just a couple more. And a tap there by James, outside for Nielsen. She'll return the tap, and that will result in a score. And now the Highliners just one away from a set win, as Coca will go back to serve for match point. And Coca, Learcamp, and that one goes over by James. Huskies going to see if they can extend this one. Nielsen trying to end it, and Little with a nice block. That one goes over free. Huskies will have to take advantage of this one. Little in the middle, Suffolk and Freeze on the outside, dug out by Scoville. Huskies with another chance to keep this thing going. Little with the tap, and then they had Potratz at the net with the block. Potratz will send it over, tried to tap it over, tried to get a little cute with it. And this one will go on a little bit longer. So now Maya James back to serve. We're 24-13 in favor of the Highliners. Suffolk Leak with a little quick set for Potratz, and the lefty will end it. That is the end of set number 3, and that is the end of the match as the Highliners will take that one 25-13. So the Highliners get things done here. It started out a little bit slow as the Huskies did a good job in set number 1. As the Highliners had to work for 25-20, they come back in set number 2, 25-11, and they cruise here in set number 3, 25-13, and they finish up a little bit different than the way that they started, and they look like the number 4 ranked team in the state. So what we'll do is we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our postgame show. Postgame show is brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms. We'll also have our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. And I don't think it's going to be any secret, but we will present that to a player on the floor. And we'll come back with that information right after this.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fast turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. Beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there! So we have...
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, Wahpeton High School. And tonight we had a good volleyball matchup between the Highliners, the number 4 ranked Highliners, and the Wahpeton Huskies. Highliners in lead atop Region 1, and the Huskies sitting at the bottom. But if you looked at set number 1, you would think a little bit different, as the Huskies came out here on senior night and played with some of that want-to that you expect on senior night. And they got some good play out of their seniors. Maddie Graves played well tonight. And Huskies hang around, and Highliners had to work for it as they take set number 1, 25-20. And I want to welcome everyone to our post-game show. Post-game show is brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products. So set number 2 also went to the Highliners as they get a 3-set sweep here. But 25-11, they look more like that number 4 team, and then turned around and did it again in set number 3 as they take that one 25-13. But I do give credit to the Huskies for hanging around, and they didn't quit. Didn't matter what the score was, and they stayed with it. They were down big in set number 2 and able to still come back and put 11 points on the board. So a good effort by the Huskies. And I think for the seniors, they can go out and hold their head high here, going out as their last time here on this floor. That's Maddie Learcamp, Maddie Graves, and Marjorie Watson, the manager, who also sung the national anthem tonight, did a great job. So congratulations to those seniors, and we appreciate all that they have done for the program here at Wahpeton High School. Now, also here in our post-game show, we want to award our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. And Optimum Rehab, we want you to be able to do all the things you do. We want you to stop and see Dr. Tony or visit their webpage at myoptimumrehab.com. So the Optimum Rehab player of the game here tonight is going to go to, if I could give it to two people, I would give it to two people. But I can only give it to one. And I'm going to give it to, I should say I'm going to give it to her because I think that she earned it. So that's going to go to Katie Coca tonight. Number 4 for the Highliners. Had a great night at the net. And some of the kills that she had tonight, I don't know if I could get in the way of those things because there was some power behind those. And but she was set all night by Bryn Leak, and that's why I said if I could give two, I would give two because Leak had a lot to do with the success of Coca tonight. So hats off to Bryn Leak for all that she did for the Highliners as well. So a good performance by the Highliners. They come in here and take care of business. They get things done on the road, which can be difficult. And what can I say? They came in here and played well after a slow start. Sometimes, and we talked about that in the pregame show. If they let the Huskies hang around, you never know what can happen. And that looked like what was going to happen after set number 1. And then once they got rolling, the Highliners were a little bit unstoppable here tonight. So, like I said, if you are up for some more volleyball, you can switch over to our other YouTube page, and if you're watching on cable channel, you can turn that on, Red River Communications Channel 28, and you can watch the Cowgirls as they are on the channel right now with Joe Schreiner across the river. Him and Yards are over there bringing you that action. It's the Cowgirls and Pelican Rapids Vikings, and the Cowgirls in the midst of a good season. So if you're in the mood for some more volleyball, you can turn over to our YouTube channel and check that out. Well, I think that's going to just about do it. I'm kind of out of breath here. I had to run down, try and catch Katie Coca, and then to get back up here and get things going again. So I'm a little bit out of breath, and I think that's going to do it for me here tonight as I try and catch my breath. It's been a good night of volleyball, a good senior night, and we want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we want to thank all our sponsors for all that they do for us too as well. And I thank all those of you that checked in with us on the Studio 22 Design shout-out line, some of the Huskies fans, and also some of the Highliner fans. We appreciate you turning in to the Three Borders Sports Network tonight. And congratulations to the Highliners, and congratulations to the Husky seniors on a good career and their last volleyball game here in Husky Gymnasium. And next up for the Huskies, they will travel to Hankinson, and that'll be on the 21st. And next up for the Highliners, they will visit Northern Cass, and that also on the 21st. Some more volleyball here to play this season. And as far as on our channel, we've got the coaches show tomorrow night. Again, we still have volleyball tonight with Joe Schreiner and Yards there taking on, the Cowgirls taking on the Pelican Rapids. And then the coaches show tomorrow. And then after that, we've got playoff action for the Cowgirls volleyball team that's going to be coming up, possibly. We are just waiting to see how things shake out. And then also playoff football for the Cowboys. They're in the midst of an undefeated season, and so we'll see where they're going to be seated and how that's going. And then we also have one more Husky football game, home football game, as they take on South here next Friday. And myself and Mike McCall will be bringing you that action. So still games to go, volleyball playoffs coming up. But we've got more action here on Three Borders Sports Network. So for Brian Watson and for Joe Schreiner and for everyone else here on Three Borders Sports Network, I want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and hopefully we will see you down the road right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Good night, everyone.